Well, Kobe, you're known as one of the greatest Lakers of all time. I know you feel there are a lot of guys in that first line of the sentence, right?
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. Guys that I've watched growing up. I mean, listen, I go all the way back to the days of Pollard and Mikan, and I've watched them all, let alone the Baylors, the Chamberlains, the Jabbars, the Worthies. I mean, it's just...
What names?
I mean, what franchise has those?
No one.
Right? I mean, if you look up in the rafters and you see all the jerseys that are hanging up there, they're not some of the all-time Laker greats. They're some of the all-time greats, period. Right? And so to be a part of that franchise is just mind-blowing.
And the Jazz start out with the ball. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Mitchell and Ingles are out on the wings. Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. And it's Rubio in at point guard. Shoots from the elbow. Off the left rim and out. Ball against Rubio. Ball, the pass to LeBron. Back to Ball. 5 to shoot. Ingram attacking. The shot, no good. Good D by Mitchell. We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's Rubio. The dish to Gobert. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Gobert's got the opening bucket of the night here for Utah. Ball with it, guarded now by Rubio. Over Gobert. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Has to be disappointing seeing him miss that one, Kevin. I mean, the defense wasn't bad, but still, I think he needs to convert from there.
Mitchell dishes to Rubio, and it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And stolen by Kuzma.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And really, even at this stage of his career, James just seems ageless. He continues to dominate night in and night out.
Kobe, you love to take over a game. You're scoring everything you did. Who are the players you faced, though, who held their own against you defensively, that were always something maybe that you really enjoyed playing because you knew they were so good defensively?
Yeah, Tony Allen was my all-time favorite to go against. I loved going up against Tony Allen.
Monster, huh?
He was amazing. Well, he didn't ask for any help ever.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, I'm going to send Kobe down here and come for the trap. He wasn't asking for help. He's like, no, me and you. No matter how many times I hit him, no matter how many times I scored him, he was still there every single time. And I loved competing against him. Raja Bell as well. I loved competing against Raja.
Yeah, there were some battles with you and him when he played with Phoenix.
Yeah, because there was no back down on him, right?
None.
Eric Snow, Bruce Bowen, I liked a lot. He played the game differently. He tried to frustrate you and all these things. So I was fortunate enough to go up against some really top defenders. Kawhi, I didn't get a chance to see much because it was later in my career.
That would have been a good matchup.
I would have loved it.
For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to the Kings. Passes it to Favors. Back to Rubio. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, right over the top. Rubio surveying the situation, just takes what the defense allows.
Pass to Ingram, jacks up a 3. It's good from long range. Ingram's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. For Utah, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Favors kicks to Ingles, back to Favors. Rubio finds Favors. Releases. And it's Mitchell missing.
And, where was the defense there, Kevin? I mean, even though he missed it, that was not a good effort. Pitiful.
Here's James. Ingles with the rebound.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
The pass to Rubio. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Doesn't go that time.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
I thought the pass looked good and just came up a skosh short, but I like the initiative and the intention.
Ball against Rubio. Pass to Favors. Shoots over Kuzma. The shot, no good. And it's the Lakers the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah. And the Black Mamba nickname, one of the things that I think fans really embrace. They know you for that. How did that all come about?
Well, honestly, watching Kill Bill.
Oh, no kidding.
No kidding. It came straight from Tarantino. When I saw him, I thanked him for it.
Oh, I like that story.
Yep, came straight from there. I looked at it and said, wow, that's an interesting thing. Look it up.
Makes sense.
Makes complete sense.
Right? Yeah. And you like that? You like that nickname?
I did. It became my alter ego,
yeah.
right? So when I'm at home, I'm like a big teddy bear, man. I'm like a human jungle gym with my kids. But when I strap up my Mambas, I enter that zone. Right into that don't play around zone.
I like that zone.
Yeah.
Your opponents didn't like that zone. Another miss by Utah.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Lakers have possession. Back to Kuzma. From past the arc. Ball no good. And it's Rubio with the ball for Utah. 6-point game. To the paint. Here's Ball. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half. And a moment now to check out the numbers for Rubio. A very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 13 points a game last season. 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, and I like what I'm seeing right now.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. And Utah has possession. Trailing here by 8. Mitchell kicks to Rubio. Pass to Favors. Ingles dishes to Gobert. Here's Favors, and Derek Favors with the slam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And there's the feed to Favors. And here's Ingles outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ingles has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. LeBron kicks the ball. He's off on that one. Good D by Rubio. Ingles against James. Pass to Rubio. Now, here's Ingles. Tight defense on him. Shot from 12. Favors can't get it to go.
It's just one of those games for him so far. Nothing seems to be finding the bottom of the net.
Kobe, in other sports, I mean, people always admired the mind of Peyton Manning playing in the NFL. Tom Brady, the way he thinks the game through. I compare you to that. Did you have that same kind of fascination in other sports with the great players that were similar to you in basketball?
Yeah, we used to get together. I remember the first time I met Peyton was at an Orlando Magic game, 99. He came in the locker room, and we were just getting started. So I was just asking questions about his process and stuff, and he started going to, like, mock cover 2 and and I was like, and he went on for, like, a good 5 minutes. When he was done, like I said, Peyton, I don't understand anything you just said. right? But he spoke at a level of detail that was beyond fascinating.
You were impressed by that?
Yes, which then leads to more questions. You're like, Tom and I talk often about that stuff too, and how much we love the game, how much we love the process and the attention to every little detail. It's fun to be around, no matter the industry.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And Los Angeles with some changes. Tyson Chandler is checked in for JaVale McGee. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Lonzo Ball. Crowder, he's checked in for Utah. Exum comes in for Ricky Rubio.
You know, once Kuzma has the position he wants inside, he does his thing fearlessly.
And Kobe, you've made no apologies throughout your career about being a scorer, but how do you strike that balance between getting buckets and keeping your teammates involved?
Well, it's a thin line, especially for scorers. You know, because when you're locked into that mentality, it's very easy. It's almost like a racehorse. When you're racing with blinders on, you don't see anything else. You have one focus, right? And so it becomes a matter of trying to understand when to attack throughout the course of the game. For the first 3 quarters, maybe I'll lay back. Or maybe even it's just the first quarter, and then close out the first half strong. So you go into halftime with some momentum. But then at the end of the game, you know, that's when you put the blinders back on and you really race for that finish line. And so everything in between just becomes a matter of setting up the pieces so that then you can close the game out the right way. So that's how I thought about it.
And I can sense by the way you described this that you had to know your teammates' game as well as your own game.
Well, yeah, you got to know how they're feeling going into the game.
Yeah.
Right? Does Pau Gasol have it tonight? You know, how's Elo feeling tonight? Right? You got to be able to measure those things. And, you know, if you feel like the team's going to get off to somewhat of a sluggish start, that's when you kick it into high gear immediately, right? And so it's a bit of a guessing game, but it's more so being able to spend the time with your teammates and talk to them, and that'll help you gauge a little bit better.
No explanation for giving up these wide open looks. Total breakdown. Unacceptable defense.
And they double up James. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Mitchell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's his first trip to the line. Free throw drops for Mitchell. And Stevenson's checked in for LeBron. And Utah also making a switch. Alec Burks checked in for Joe Ingles. And Mitchell drops them both. In the NBA, because the players are so individually great and we all know about them, and the league pushes them in that direction. You know, you got the torch from Michael. You then gave it to LeBron. Before that, you know, it was Dr. J, and how I find that amazing how the torch is passed from one great player to another, yet each are so individual in their accomplishments. Did you like receiving it, and did you like passing it on?
Yeah, I love both. You know, the receiving and then passing it on, because it's the infinite cycle. It's an infinite loop, and the game just continues to evolve and players continue to grow. And so I was happy to be a part of that chain, after watching it for so many years growing up, from, you know, Magic and Larry, and then to Michael, and then to myself and LeBron, and now whoever comes next. It's an infinite loop, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
And Kobe, talking about passing the torch, do you actually say, hey, you're taking over when I leave the game? And then on top of that, did Jordan say the same thing to you? Hey, Kobe, it's your league now. Take it.
No, it becomes apparent when you start winning championships. That's the tell-all, right? Can you lead a team to win a championship? And not just one, but multiple championships. And that's what determines who gets the torch next.
He hits both from the stripe.
Kyle Kuzma is a guy who burst on the scene during his rookie year and is a fun player to watch. He's a guy that really has an outstanding all-around game.
Mitchell outside. Plays it up off the glass. Mitchell's got 6.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Stevenson kicks to Kuzma. The rebound by the Jazz. 1:57 left to play here in the first. Crowder against Kuzma. The pass to Burks. Three-pointer, Crowder. And Lance Stevenson pulls it down. Los Angeles leading by 4 to the inside. Here's Kuzma. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Crowder. Here's Mitchell. Chandler with the block.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots. Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Exum kicks to Mitchell. Outside Crowder. Back to Mitchell. Burks on the wing. He's covered by Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. And slam dunk by Gobert. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Pass to Kuzma. 43 seconds left to play in the first. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Ingram with the steal. And it's Stevenson, top of the key. From 12 feet out, they get the rebound. Not going to go that time. Jazz trail by 5. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Yeah, refusing to give up anything easy. Solid defense, and I like that attitude.
Caldwell Pope against Mitchell. Over Caldwell Pope. Another miss by Utah. Stevenson outside. Up in time. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Great awareness of the clock to end the quarter.
That's just really good clock management there. I mean, that's how you close a quarter.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. During his tenure in Utah, Coach Quinn Snyder has quickly earned the appreciation of his players, including Rudy Gobert.
It's very lucky to have a coach like that. He really takes everything, with heart, and he wants us to be the best defensive team in the league, as I do. And I think when the coach and the players are on the same page, usually, good things happen.
Coach Snyder doing a terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
Thanks for joining us in this Thanksgiving presentation of the NBA. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Yeah, outworking them right now, plain and simple. I mean, they've been terrific in the open floor.
LeBron James is out there with Chandler. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Ball, and it's Hart in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. No good on the free throw. Let's talk about something that I know fascinates basketball fans, Kobe, having that competitive streak, which is something that runs deep for you. Talk about the desire to dominate and completely destroy your opponent.
Well, it's the spirit of competition, right? I don't think you're doing anybody any service by going out there and competing half-hearted, right? If you truly respect the person that you're facing, then the right thing to do is to compete as hard as you possibly can against them to bring the best out of them. And that's on both ends of the floor. You can't be a one-way dominant player. You can't just compete on the offensive end and take it off on the defensive end. You got to play both sides of the ball.
Your motor never stopped. I mean, that's from our perspective on the sideline, watching you play on both ends of the floor, like you said.
Yeah, you got to keep going. And to do that, you have to train really, really hard in all season. Yeah, that's a lot of conditioning. It's a lot of weight training, right? You have to train in extraordinary ways in order to do extraordinary things.
The Jazz shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And that one falls for Favors. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Here's Hart. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Boy, I'm surprised he couldn't put that away. I mean, the defense clearly botched an assignment, leaving him open.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other." Kevin?
Well, David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. Ball kicks to LeBron. Crowder with the steal. Burks finds Rubio.
You wonder if it's a good idea to foul Rubio there. I mean, he shot well under 40% from the field for his career, but at the line, he's north of 80%.
For Utah, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. Throw good. Rubio. Kobe, you played your entire career with the Los Angeles Lakers. Was there any point during that span where it looked like you might be playing someplace else?
Oh, yeah. It was, I think it was after the 06 season.
Chicago?
Going into 07, it was Chicago.
Yes.
was an option.
Yes.
They thought about dealing me to Detroit. That was another option. And I was really frustrated because at that time, we had trades that were available that they never pulled the trigger on. And I came to find out that, well, we just want to keep the cap as low as we can, have Kobe put on these stellar individual performances, generate massive amounts of revenue. And I wasn't okay with that.
You want championships.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was like, listen, Shaq left. The challenge was issued of, can I win a championship without this man? And come hella high water, I'm going to get this thing done. Right? So,
and you did.
Yeah. You either got to get on or get out the way.
6 to shoot. And stolen by James. Lobbed up there for Chandler. Hammers the alley-oop through.
You know, the athletic game of Chandler helps tremendously. He's awesome at flying up to complete alley-oops.
Rubio, the pass to Favors. Down low. And Crowder with the basket on the assist from Favors. Crowder's got his second bucket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Ball kicks to Caldwell Pope. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, that's just outstanding focus on these hard finishes. I mean, Caldwell Pope fighting to score through contact and making it happen.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, his defensive quickness sets him apart.
Rubio with a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Rubio's got 7 points. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've led by as much as 10. Kicks it to Ball. Back to LeBron. Lakers working the ball around now. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Chandler the pass to Ball. James up top. Clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. Chandler controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Lakers lead by 9.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Ingles against Caldwell Pope. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 2nd quarter. Outside Favors. Burks on the wing. Clock at 6. Fires it up. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Chandler's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the middle. James in the post. Defended by Crowder. LeBron with the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Utah calls timeout. And just who is providing all the playmaking here tonight? Let's look at the breakdown between the front and back court for Los Angeles.
And the bigs tonight have been the table setters in terms of their ability to pass the basketball. That's freed the guards to roam off the ball, and everyone's getting easier looks because of it.
And James picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Here is Favors. He has 5. Rubio outside. Burks on the wing. Clock at 4. The Jazz again can't hit it.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
And here's Rubio. He's got 7. Back to Crowder. And that one drops for him. Crowder's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's how you move the basketball. Awesome passing leading to the bucket.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. 5th, Joe Ingles.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
And McGee kicks the ball. Passes it to James. Poked loose and stolen by Favors. Pass to Burks. It's deflected. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
One shot.
Free throw good, Burks.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Brandon Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. The Jazz also changing it up. Gobert's checked in for Favors. And it's Mitchell in for Burks. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. For Los Angeles, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, LeBron. So he gets them both. Jazz trail by 11. And Rubio kicks to Ingles. The pass to Gobert. Rubio outside. 6 on the shot clock. Mitchell passes to Crowder. This one for 3. It's hauled in by LeBron.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first. How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Crowder.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
Kuzma kicks the ball. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. An emphatic LU jam.
Good vision that time by Ball. You leave somebody open around him, and he's going to get the ball to him.
Jazz trail by 14. Now, here's Mitchell. 6 points for him. Rubio outside. From beyond the arc. Drops in the tray. Rubio's got 10 points.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Crowder against Ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Lakers lead by 13.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
That one falls. 6 points for Rudy Gobert. Here's Ball. He kicks to James. Lets it fly from 18. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Crowder. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Jazz have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. And the first one drops. Exum, he's checked in for Ricky Rubio. And both free throws good from Crowder. Los Angeles leading by 9. James kicks to Ingram.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Oh, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And really, guys, I can't put a ceiling on Ingram. I mean, with his length and his shooting stroke and work ethic, this is a guy who I think has the potential to be truly great.
And he's good on the second. And so it's Exum with it. He'll bring it up for Utah. It's a 10-point game. Mitchell passes to Ingles. Back to Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
Nice looking floater there, Kevin. Such a fast shot, a quick release. Really hard to guard that.
LeBron with it. Now guarded by Crowder. Crowder against James. McGee in the high post. Now here's Ball. He's guarded closely. It's good.
He's done a nice job, a great job actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
One shot.
And the Lakers making a change here. Stevenson's checked in. That's good from Ball.
You know, Ball has proven he can pass and rebound the ball. He's a very impressive player. Now he just needs to add the shot and become more effective as a scorer.
Utah calls timeout.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
And the Lakers with some changes. LeBron comes in for Lance Stevenson, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Ball. Mitchell outside. But they recover it. Crowder finds Gobert. Crowder with it. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Ingles against Kuzma. With the clock winding down, and slam dunk by Gobert.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Ingram. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And checking out the numbers for Ingram, he had a strong showing last season. Put up about 16 points a game, 5 rebounds and 4 assists. And really for him, it's about putting in the work and improving his game.
Yeah, and I think he wants to. It's one of those things where you either want it or you don't, and he does.
He misses the free throw.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today, and unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
And the second free throw, good. Jazz trail by 10. Exum with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Mitchell outside. Pass to Gobert. Shot clock at 6. Here's Crowder. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Tell you what, Kevin, it would be helpful if he would start to contribute a little more on offense, because when he's missing, it makes it really hard for this team.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Exum. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Lakers leading by 12. Crowder with the steal. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Ingram with the steal. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Dishes it to Ingram. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
Love how Ingram toys with the opposition. Just is unflappable, drawing contact easily on these kinds of shot attempts.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. He's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Yeah, guys, last year was a rough one for him at the stripe. I mean, it's going to be hard for him not to improve on those numbers. They were that bad.
And that one falls for Ingram. And Utah making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 1:36 left in the first half. Now Exum looking for his first basket still in this one. The drive by Mitchell. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against length.
I could not say it any better, showing you some real focus, taking it inside against the bigger man.
Shooting one.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. The Lakers with the ball. They've led by as many as 14 points. Well, Kobe, I have to say it's been a real pleasure having you stop by our booth and spending some time with us for this game. Thanks again for coming by. I hope we can do it again.
We will, man. It's been a blast.
There he is, folks, the great Kobe Bryant. And Clark, thinking back on Kobe's legacy to the Lakers and how great of an impact he had in that team, very few players have that kind of relationship with a franchise.
And Kevin, with free agency, it's getting more and more rare for a player to spend their entire career with one team as Kobe did with the Lakers. I have a special place in my heart for those kind of guys, a one franchise superstar. And not to begrudge guys for going elsewhere and playing for multiple teams, but it does certainly make it a little more special when you see guys the ilk of Kobe play with only one team.
A free throw drops for Gobert. He doesn't get the second one.
Well, Rudy Gobert has taken on more of a leadership role with this team. Clearly a difference maker on the court with his defense, and will get the team to fall in line. Hard to argue with one of the elite rim protectors in our league. And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Ingram against Mitchell. The offensive rebound.
And doing some dirty work. on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up, pigeon.
Caldwell Pope outside. Kicks it to James. Shoots over Crowder. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Caldwell Pope. James has got 9 points in the quarter.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
And the first half is now in the books. Lakers ahead, up by 15. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what concerns you most about the first half?
Well, I think the tempo is in their favor right now. They're fast, and they're getting up and down the floor, so they're running out in transition.
Got to beat him to the punch. Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 17 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Come on, Ernie. What can you say about LeBron that hasn't already been said? The first half is just a microcosm of his old career. Everything he does on the basketball court. He shoots, he passes, he defends. It's getting boring. I'm tired of talking about him.
And Shaq, how'd you think the Jazz were playing?
Well, Ernie, they had a ton of fouls. Jeez. And the points they gave up at the free throw line added up in a hurry. They got to calm down during the break and play much more control in the second half.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Rubio teams up with Mitchell in the backcourt. Ingles outside with Favors at power forward. And it's Gobert in at the center position. Rubio dishes to Mitchell. Passes it to Gobert. He kicks to Rubio. 5 to shoot. Count that bucket. 13 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
James against Ingles. From about 19 feet, up again. And it's ball in the corner. McGee trying to break free. Ball no good.
Boy, a sluggish, muddy start to the second half. Still scoreless.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, as we know, Rudy Gobert is a 7-footer with an aggressive mentality. He said some guys don't have pride, but I do. Sometimes too much. Quinn Snyder said he gets angry, which I like. Whatever kind of stereotypes Americans have about the French, they don't apply. Not to him anyway, guys.
Sacre bleu! Thank you, DA. He is indeed a fiery competitor. James against Ingles. And the rejection by James. Ball with a wide open look. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Jazz trail by 16. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And Rubio kicks to Ingles. The Jazz again can't hit it.
They're in a hurry. I think, Kevin, they're rushing things a little bit to begin the half. Nothing pretty about this 1-for-4 start.
That one falls. Kuzma's got 13.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Mitchell with it, now guarded by Ingram. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Rubio outside. Another miss by Utah.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
They get the rebound. Jazz have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively. Mitchell kicks to Favors. Pass to Ingles. Back to Favors. On the wing, Mitchell. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Mark, you had a terrific amateur career. You made NBA all-rookie first team. Can't exactly call you a late bloomer at all. You were really thriving.
Yeah, I had a lot of great people around me, Kevin, from the time I started playing in middle school to high school, college, the pros. Actually was fortunate Herb Williams, a teammate of mine in college at Ohio State, was also with the Pacers when I got there. So that helped my transition immensely to have a friend, veteran guy in the league. He had been there a year before me, break me in, and then I had an opportunity to play a lot and show what I could do, but I attribute it to good fortune, favor, and a lot of good people.
LeBron passes to Kuzma. Here's Ingram, and the layup falls. 15 points in the game.
You know, guys, not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can get it done inside, too. I mean, the way he releases the shot and that extension he gets on it makes it very hard to block.
Back to Rubio. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Now the pass to James. That's tipped. Rubio taking his time here. At the top of the key, Gobert. Ingles kicks to Gobert. Mitchell outside. Shot clock at 6. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And right there, Rubio doing what he does. Seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting him the ball.
Ingram outside. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 8th assist in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's foul number 2 for him. Ingram with the steal.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
James with the bucket. James has got 19 points. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Just 5 to shoot. Fires from 14. Again, the Jazz score.
This is a part of the floor that Rubio can exploit, the in-between area.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball.
Looking now at the numbers for Mitchell. He had a strong showing last season. He put up about 20 points per game last season, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his output. And you know he's always looking to push himself.
Yeah, you know, really solid numbers across the board here, Greg. I mean, he contributes in a multitude of ways for this club.
Back to Gobert. Rubio finds Favors. And there it is for him. Favors has got 7. Here's James. 19 points in the game. Pass to Kuzma. And stolen by Favors. Out in his own on the break. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
Timeout called the Lakers. And for so long, it seems Derek Favors had played in a crowded front court, but still can get the job done.
And Favors has shown his versatility and impact in spot minutes his whole career. Every team can use a player like Favors. He just eats up space inside and can play that tough D. Offensively, I think he'd like to get back to where he was around 2015, and hopefully he'll find the chances to do so.
Tyson Chandler is checked in for Los Angeles.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Kicks it out to Rubio. Nice ball movement by Utah. O'Neal passes to Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Greg, right out of the gate, Donovan Mitchell seemed like a veteran more than a rookie.
I mean, his professionalism was one of the first things Ricky Rubio noticed about Mitchell. Father played minor league baseball, knows what it takes to succeed in professional sports. And you can just see it in his approach to practice and his commitment to improving his game. Mitchell was already the surprise of that 2017 draft, and I don't think there's any question he's destined to be a star.
We try to stop, hold down, combat great offensive play. Clark, in your eyes, what are the keys to great team defense to do that?
Yeah, there are a couple of things, Kevin. One is communication, attention to the detail of what you're trying to minimize or take away. Good offensive teams, you're not going to be able to take away everything, so you try to prioritize what you're going to take away. And then just a collective commitment to communication and to helping each other, because you can't do it at a high level by yourself when you're facing a really good offensive team. Everybody has to be on board and locked into what you're trying to get done defensively.
And when James gets going, there's no stopping him. Just a dynamite scorer who feels he can get any shot he wants.
O'Neal kicks to Ingles. Back to O'Neal. Passes it to Ingles. He dishes it to Mitchell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mitchell's got 12 points here in the second half.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Here's Ball. James trying to free himself up. Again, Los Angeles.
You got to be composed when you go inside, knowing that you're going to have some contact and resistance facing you. Ball unafraid to get it deep inside.
Here's Rubio. That ball is good for another field goal, his 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet. Lakers leading by 13. Ball kicks to LeBron. Over Ingles. Again, Los Angeles.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. A killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Pass to Rubio. Mitchell with it. The pass to O'Neal. Kicks it to Rubio. From the arc. Tyson Chandler grabs the board. Chandler's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Yep, it counts. 14 points for Lonzo Ball.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Rubio outside. Back to Favors. Shoots over Kuzma. And again, it's Utah.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And the Lakers call time here. And Clark, a lot of great names to choose from, but who would you pick for your greatest Laker ever?
Wow, that's always tough when you have such a robust list, Kevin. I always start with Kareem whenever he's in the conversation, because that guy was my idol as I grew up watching the game. So Kareem is there, Magic, Wilt, Shaq, Elgin, and Jerry West, and Kobe. That's too many, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Some great names there, though, Clark. You're right. Hard to pick just one. Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Josh Hart in for Brandon Ingram. Caldwell-Pope left side. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his third foul of the game. Here's Caldwell Pope. Shot from the inbound, and the layup is up and in. Caldwell Pope's got 13.
Yeah, cashing in close. Caldwell Pope showing you there. He's more than just a jump shooter.
Exum passes to O'Neal. Mitchell outside. He kicks to Favors. And that one is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for Utah. Down by 15. O'Neal passes to Mitchell. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's the Lakers now. Los Angeles leading by 15. There's 1:38 left to play in the third. Here's Caldwell Pope, rejected by Crowder, and he recovers it. Shot clock at 6, and Chandler throws it down.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Jazz trail by 17. 1:12 left to play in the third. O'Neal kicks to Crowder. Here's Exum. Good on the three-point shot. Exum's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Ball, the pass to Caldwell Pope. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And last season, not a beat missed for KCP. Even after switching teams, he played his same brand of defense. Unfortunately, the lack of bite shooting the ball stayed the same as well. That's an area he's got to improve.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And that one misses. The Lakers making a switch here. Stevenson's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Jazz trail by 15. Here's Exum. Pass to O'Neal. Inside, Favors, and a slam dunk by Favors.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And here's Stevenson. Stolen by O'Neal. Here's Exum. Got it. Good job in the low post. Exum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Now here's Stevenson. From deep. No good on that last second attempt there. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Lakers lead by 11. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. They've got Lance Stevenson. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Ingram. And it's Chandler, and it's Hart in at the shooting guard. That's the Laker 5. Crowder goes in, and there's the call on Chandler. That's foul number 2 for him. And Lance Stevenson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Exum kicks to O'Neal. Nice ball movement by Utah. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ingles. And the lead is down inside single digits. Ingles has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Jazz. Lakers leading by 9. Stevenson with it. Over Exum. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Passes it to O'Neal. Kicks it to Crowder. Here's Exum. Offline with his 3.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And the length and wingspan of Brandon Ingram gives him, Clark, so many advantages on the court.
Yeah, it's actually what GMs and coaches like to see. His reach and size comparable to guys like KD and Giannis. Bothers shots on defense, and he can actually get his shot whenever he wants to. Because of his length, his upside as a player on both ends, I think, is what's exciting for the Lakers.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw.
And, you know, you look at Brandon Ingram, and he made some big steps last year in his development. And it takes time. You've got to give young guys, I think, 4 to 6 years before you know how good they can be and who they're going to be. He took on more of the offensive load for the team and had some big-time games. I think he's learning to be the scorer that the team hoped he would be when they took him second overall.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
And I'll tell you what, Greg, once he finds that rhythm, he's hard to guard. Shots come easy for him.
O'Neal dishes to Exum. The Lakers with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And with Ingram, it hasn't all been smooth sailing as he becomes the scorer the team wants him to be.
But I think the potential is there, Kevin. He's shown you flashes now. The key is, can he improve his efficiency? And that just comes with shot selection, understanding where and how to get your best shot. You know, defenses are starting to make him a bullet point in the scouting report. Still, if you're a fan of his, I think you've got to love his potential, and I am a fan of his. I think this guy can be a lethal scorer.
Exum kicks to Favors. Now, here's Ingles. Tight defense on him. Pass to Exum. Outside Crowder. From deep three-point range. The rebound by Caldwell-Pope.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And Favors kicks to Crowder. Sinks the triple.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, I tell you what, Greg, what can they do? I mean, nobody can miss a shot. I mean, these guys are bringing it on offense right now.
Here's Stevenson. The putback. Utah with the rebound. Crowder's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Puts up a 3. Crowder with another miss.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Ingram passes to Stevenson. Just 5 on the clock. Ingram trying to get open. And that one's good by Stevenson.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut back down to 10 with the basket from Exum.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Oh,
yes, sir. Wow. Yes, sir. My goodness.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive attitude Stevenson brings to the table. He's not going to sit back and settle for jump shots. If he can attack the basket, he will.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Tyson Chandler. Gobert, he's checked in for the Jazz. Lakers leading by 12. Stevenson right side. That's tipped. Now Exum. There's the dish to Gobert. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. O'Neal kicks to Crowder. Top of the key, Exum. Shoots a 3.
Boy, the long limbs of Ingram come into play on defense, bothering shooters with his length and his hustle.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
They get a hand on it. Shot clock at 5. Crowder kicks to Exum. Over Stevenson. The Jazz again can't hit it. Down low. And slam dunk by Ingram.
How do you like this? A sleepy-eyed assassin. Ingram looks like he could score in his sleep.
And it's Exum with the ball, who will bring it up for Utah. It's a 14-point game. The pass to O'Neal. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Hurt. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. In the recent CBA, there have been a lot of provisions put in there for retired players. Health insurance, increase in pensions, Clark, reimbursement for tuition. What do you think of these changes?
Love them, Kevin. Absolutely love them. And again, credit to the league and to the Players Association for thinking outside the box, reaching back to benefit some of the former players that are actually in need of these benefits and deserving of them. Come on now. Those guys paved the way in many ways for what we see of the league now. And most players appreciate and recognize that, and for it to be tangibly recognized and rewarded is great to see. I love them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Brandon Ingram. James comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Lance Stevenson. Jazz trail by 15. Here's Crowder. Softly drops in the floater.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Here's Ball, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
Wasn't the easiest of rookie years last season for Lonzo Ball. Came in with a lot of hype and high expectations. Yet, you've got to keep big picture in mind. Overall, a solid start to his career, and he showed why he is viewed as such a promising prospect. Can't give up on this kid yet.
2.
The first free throw is good. And Clark, of course, with ball, so much attention is paid to him because of all these outside distractions.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he came in with a huge amount of scrutiny. Played at UCLA from California, highly touted. Quite impressive that he handled himself the way he did with that kind of media scrutiny. He's got the ability, though, I think, to be an outstanding playmaker as he develops in this league.
And you look at Lonzo Ball, and mostly his offense stands out. But you know what, Clark? He is a strong defensive player as well.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's got a nice combination, Kevin, of strength and length, which allows him to stay in front and disrupt opposing players. Really good instincts on and off the ball, which I think is why he's able to come up with blocks and steals from his position. I don't think he gets enough credit for how good he is at the defensive end.
Kuzma with it, now defended by Gobert. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play, going to the line for one.
Hey, I know Ingram looks a little wispy and light, but his strength is deceptive.
And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
And that one falls for Ingram. Here's Rubio. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
He kicks it to Ingles. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Lakers leading by 18. Ball, the pass to LeBron. And Ball gets it to go on the assist by James. LeBron's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. The Jazz shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Mitchell kicks to Ingles. Here's Rubio. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
All right, you know, we talk about making plays. Rubio would rather not take the shot from distance, so he does the smart thing. Drives it right in.
Here's James. Back to Ball. Off target from three-point range. Jazz trail by 18. Inside. Ingles can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
They get it back. Kuzma can't get it to go. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Utah Jazz. To the middle, Mitchell. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And so he hits both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Jazz trail by 16. Crowder goes in.
Well, last season, a tough one for Crowder. Was moved from Boston to Cleveland and then moved again over to Utah at the deadline. Also struggled mightily with his shot and just had a down year.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Los Angeles leading by 14. And here is ball. LeBron outside. Three-pointer. Utah with the rebound. And with Crowder, his struggles were part of why Cleveland gave up on him so easily.
And you wonder who the real Jay Crowder is, the one we saw in Cleveland or the one we saw in Boston. My guess is somewhere in the middle. I think his defense should pick back up, and we know that he can be a better scorer than he has shown the last calendar year.
Los Angeles has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Ball. They can't stop the run with that one. Jazz trail by 12. Crowder dishes to Mitchell. Ingram with the steal. Down low. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And that's what you like to see from James, involving his teammates, a terrific passer who enjoys setting the table.
Here's Mitchell. A rebound by the Lakers. Kuzma's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Rubio against Ball. In the corner, it's James. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. James has got 25 points in the game.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Rubio finds Gobert and slam dunk by Gobert.
You know, slick play that time by Rubio, doing what the guard's supposed to, force the defender to make a decision. And when he does, Rubio able to find the roller where he can do something with the ball.
Here's James, and he banks in the layup. LeBron's got 10 points in just the second half.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Los Angeles.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for LeBron.
And the sharing of the sugar, very impressive. I mean, he seemed to know exactly when to get the ball to his teammates.
And there's the call on James. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 4 on the clock. Here's Crowder. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. Now here's Ball. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend, we have to play for one another, and we have to be selfless. You know, it's not about the individual, it's about the team, and if we all give in to what the team needs to do to be better, then we'll be okay.
It is a work in progress, LeBron. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.